Hi, my name is Rakina Griffin. I'm 28. I'm starting my third year of teaching at Putnam County High School in Eatonton, Georgia, and this is my video submission for our professional dispositions assignment. Teacher role, I believe that our role is to create an inclusive space that caters to every type of learner that is in our classroom. By providing a range of instructional methods. That way we can effectively tend to each student. Another layer of our job as a teacher is to always keep in mind of a student, so always be willing to learn new information and to apply new information, and we do that by attending professional development sessions, so that way we can stay up to date on any advancements in our field. Also creating lessons that support our standards that we're teaching and that are individualized based on not the amount of students, but the type of student that we have in our class. As well as creating accurate assessments to test the knowledge that the students have. It further helps us fulfill our role in the classroom. By upholding the code of ethics, being a voice for the students, especially when it comes to admin and the community. And by following the rules that are set by our school district are ways that we can stay professional in this field. And another role that we have is by collaborating with other colleagues, especially those in our same department. I feel that's very important, especially when it comes to if we have any questions on how to implement new information or if we have a problem that they can help us solve. It just gives us a fresh perspective when it comes to issues that we might have in our own classrooms. Two heads are better than one, basically. The dispositions that I currently possess are high expectations, not only for me, but for my students. Fairness, advocacy, passion, compassion, and honesty. There are some areas I need to work on. I think I need to work on reflection and dedication before I start going back into this third year in the classroom. I am dedicated to my job, but I am aware of areas where I could be more dedicated, especially when I face challenges in this profession. I also need to work on giving and accepting feedback, as well as taking the time to remember why I teach and always take the time to ask God to remind me why I'm here at this specific moment, this specific time at that school with these kids, and just ask him to remind me of my purpose. Personal biases can affect how teachers present info, communicate with the students, and how students learn overall. If certain biases are at the forefront of a teacher's mind, they leave no room for compassion or fairness in the classroom. And we should never assume a child doesn't know something simply based off the fact of where they live or how they talk, what they look like, or the amount of money that their family has. We should never let personal biases affect us, our job, and our role as a teacher. When it comes to biases, us as a teacher must be open to understand that each individual student looks at the world differently, and that would affect how they would go about learning information. In turn, we as teachers must create a space and plan accordingly for every type of student that we come across and treat them with fairness and compassion. When it comes to the professional dispositions that I currently possess, which will include those aforementioned ones, especially high expectations and compassion. By having those, I will be able to retain a professional outlook during my career as a teacher. By actively practicing those dispositions and by continuing to work in this job, I will be able to work at a higher level of integrity because they're so important. They basically make up the role of a teacher to me. And that is something I strive to do. I want to continue to work diligently and as professionally as possible and having those dispositions of high expectations, pushing the kids to be better and being compassionate when outside life starts to trickle into their life as a student. Being compassionate in those areas, I feel that helps students overall, their overall learning experience, not just about school, but about life as well. In summary, all these professional dispositions mentioned in the GCU professional dispositions file or PDF or document, sorry. All of those play a very important role of how we should go about being a teacher. Our role is bigger than us. It's very focused on the students, and we should be mindful that God has us here at this time for a reason and for a purpose, and we should do everything that we can to be intentional about our jobs and about the role and the lasting effect that we will have on the students that we reach. Is bigger than us. Thank you and have a great day.